Hey there, it's Ronnie. I am looking at this plum tree here. It's quite exciting. This is really the first year it's been in this uh, spot, been in this garden here for a couple of years. And something that I didn't realise about plum trees that I sort of saw in a video a while back, and actually about all sorts of fruit trees, is that they're in danger of essentially the branches falling off because there's too much fruit on them. So I was having a look around and I saw, for example, this branch here, it's got loads of plums on it, but it doesn't look like, potentially it's not going to support the weight with this little branch, so it's not ideal. I've got to say, it's really nice to be around a tree with fruit on it. It does feel like it feels like a nice thing to be around. But also, just here, this one is broken. I think if you can see it there, it's broken on its own. So I'll need to cut that off. So I've been trying to do a bit of maintenance. It's unfortunate because there's a bunch of plums on there, but they're not going to ripen up. But if you see here, for example, these are all starting to lean down and they could easily snap these branches, so I'll have to go around and try and maintain this a little bit, make sure that it doesn't all break. Of course, over time the branches will become stronger, like this one, be able to support more. But it's really nice seeing being in the sunlight, being around the fruit tree, seeing the way that the tree reaches up for the sun. There's so many life lessons from the fruit tree. It's like it's a whole school in itself. And I think really it's something that should be somehow incorporated into the education system in some ways. As well, for a start, everyone should be taught that you're a fruit-eating animal, that fruit's our natural diet, that fruit's the healthiest food, and should be encouraged to grow fruit trees and so on. I'm sure we'll get there eventually. It's not part of the education system right now. But the whole thing can be used as a metaphor for success and growth in life, creativity. You have obviously it starts off with the foundation, with a strong foundation, which often people don't see. It's under the ground. That could be a metaphor for the work you've put in over the years and behind the scenes, and then maybe your core values, your core principles, your core ideas are your main branch. I don't know what the main branch is called, but the one that comes up the way, and then all the branches that come out the side are all the different parts of your life, the different things you want to do, and the idea that this is you stretching in all sorts of different directions and finding different ways to express yourself, reach for the sun, reach for success, and bear fruit along the way, produce things, make things. Could even refer to children and everything else. So the fruit tree is a great metaphor and a great teacher. At the end of the day, it always gives back. Not only is it giving shade, I can sit here in the shade, I can get food from the fruit tree, I can get seeds from the fruit tree. Oh my goodness. I can hide from my angry dogs. That wasn't scripted, but I nearly jumped out of my skin there. But it's got to be maintained. You can't just let it run wild. Obviously in nature they would just all run wild in different ways, but we need to simulate that because we're not quite in a natural environment. But these plums growing fast. They'll be very hard right now, rock hard, so they're not ripened up at all. The leaves are fantastic. They look very healthy. The whole tree looks very, very healthy. Can't say that for the pear tree over there, but the plum tree is doing well and seems to be enjoying the sunlight and reaching for the sunlight. So that's a little plum tree update, and some little thoughts on the fruit tree is a kind of what it can teach us. Okay, if you've got any questions or thoughts on that, please leave some comments below. Pretty much respond to everything, and let me know how you're doing with your trees wherever you are out in the world, and what are you growing at the moment. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.